Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Hangout. It's Sid, and if you love music as much as I do, well, this is the perfect podcast for you. Now, you guys know how much of a Disney fan I am, as well as like the High School Musical franchise and everything. Today, I'm so excited to be talking to the talented actor, musician, performer, an artist, and you know her as the High Priestess from the popular Disney Plus High School Musical series. She plays Ashlyn. We've got Julia Lester on the Hangout today. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. And thank you for introducing me as the High Priestess. That is like, yes, thank you.
That is the most iconic part of, I think, the first season.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. It's a happy Valentine's Day. It's a good Sunday, and I'm excited to be here. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's
Good.
snowing where I am actually. Is it snowing where you are?
It is snowing. I don't know if it's like currently snowing, but I look out and all the cars are covered in snow. And I'm from Los Angeles, so living in snowy weather is like very exciting for me. So yeah.
You recently celebrated your birthday as well, so happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
How was it? The big 21?
Oh, it was wonderful. So we're here in Salt Lake City filming season 2 of High School Musical, the musical series. So I was just surrounded by all my best pals here, and they made me feel so special. And my dressing room was decorated with balloons, and it was a beautiful birthday. I was very lucky to be here for it.
Oh, that's so awesome. I love seeing the chemistry you guys have on and off screen, the cast of High School Musical, the musical series. Okay, Let's rewind and talk about kind of your background. First, you started out in dance at the age of 2, is that true?
Yeah, I started out in dance. My parents put me in, ballet class when I was 2 in preschool, and I loved it. And I just kind of stuck to that, and performing is kind of in my blood. We have like a long family history of actors and performers, so it was kind of inevitable that I would end up in some sort of performing arts genre. But yeah, so I started with dance and then slowly kind of went into musical theater and found my love for acting.
That's so awesome. What was the transition kind of like, being from like live performances to doing like on-screen camera work?
That's an interesting question. They're definitely very different. And it did take me a little while to kind of figure out how a set works, and the difference between musical theater and television. But I grew up watching my parents work on sets and also work on stage at the same time. So I kind of had a good feel of what everything was. And I used to go to my dad's like commercial shoots with him and hang out and eat all the snacks while he filmed. So so it was a lot of learning to do, but but I love it a lot.
For anyone who knows and has been on set, craft services is a dangerous place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you ever need me, I'm probably there. So
what's your go-to snack on set when you are on set?
Oh my gosh, they have such good snacks here. If they have the purple bag of Takis, that's like, I don't need anything else. That's like my number one fave. But sometimes they don't have that. So oh my God, sometimes they make little like avocado toast things and like put them in little boxes, and then you just grab one. Oh my God, we are spoiled. That
sounds amazing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What were some of your favorite musical theater performances that you got to put on when you were younger?
Oh my gosh. I started out doing theater when I was around 7, and I did a program that was primarily middle schoolers and high schoolers. So I always remember like my early shows as being some of the most fun, because I loved being around the big kids and getting to learn from them. And my sisters used to do shows with me because they're older than I am. So I did Les Mis twice in my life, but the first time I did it, I was like 9, and I got to do it with all of the high schoolers, and I felt so cool, and it was really fun. So I remember those early ones as like the ones where I had the most fun. But then when I started to like get roles, when I started to like be in high school, those are the ones that like are the most special to me. Cause I feel like, yeah, I did Carrie the musical, which was really special. And Next to Normal, and yeah, lots of really meaningful, cool shows.
Oh, that's awesome. What are some of your favorite
Yeah.
musicals today?
Ooh. Um, well, before Broadway shut down, I was just getting into Six, the musical. I don't know if you've listened to it.
I don't think I have.
Um, it's a new show on Broadway. It's about the six wives of Henry VIII, and it's like an all-female rock pop opera, and it's so good. A lot
So
of the
cool.
songs have gone viral on TikTok, which I think is really fun. But yeah, I'm obsessed with that one recently.
That sounds so cool. I got to check that out
Yeah.
after. Oh man. Oh yeah, like
Yes. Oh my God.
Broadway shutting down and everything. Oh, just like COVID and the whole situation. I hope you've been staying safe as well.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's been so devastating, but I'm hopeful for the future. Please soon.
yeah. Are you a concert goer? Do you miss like all like the live music and everything as well?
I wouldn't say I'm a concert goer, but I am a theater goer, and I
Yeah.
miss theater so much. So much. And even though I'm not a concert goer, like this time has made me want to become a concert goer and go do more like, social things. Of course, now that we can't, I have this like urge to like go out and, hang out with a bunch of people. But yeah, I definitely miss theater the most. That's been really hard to kind of, yeah, see go.
What was the last musical theater performance you got to watch before everything shut down?
Oh, I don't remember the very last, but we did take a New York press tour last year, and we got to see a couple Broadway shows while we were there. And I think the last one that I saw was Jagged Little Pill, which was the new Alanis Morissette musical. And that was pretty amazing. I did see a play also, but that was the last musical that I saw. And that was in like November of 2019, which is so long ago. Oh my gosh.
I've just been talking to people and just saying how like last year didn't even happen. We all just like subtracted
Literally.
1 year from our lives and here we are.
Exactly. Exactly. It's crazy.
Oh man. Okay, there's so much to unwrap with like High School Musical, the musical series. Congratulations on that whole phenomenon and like the fandom and everything. It's just seeing everyone
Thank
support
you
the
so
show.
much.
Like,
Thank
okay,
you. Thank you so
wow.
much.
Let's rewind to the audition. Can you talk about what it was like auditioning for the show?
Yeah, absolutely. It was pretty surreal. From the very beginning, it was called High School Musical, the musical. So the fact that I was even auditioning for something with that name was like the biggest thing to happen ever. It was insane. And I remember being in rehearsals. I was doing a production of Shrek the musical at the time. And I was sitting in the little rehearsal chairs waiting to go on stage. And I just got the email notification that I had an audition for the show. And I like literally turned around to one of my friends sitting there and I was like, is this real? Is this happening right now? And yeah, and then I had 3 different rounds of auditions where I did a couple scenes and sang a couple different songs a cappella, depending on like what kind of vibe they wanted. I had a couple different options. And yeah, that was it was pretty honestly like a pretty quick process. It took a lot of time, but I only went in about 3 times to audition for the show, which looking back on it is not a lot of time. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, and then I booked it in November of 2018. And here we are.
That's crazy. I guess like the last
Yeah.
2.5 years of your life have just been like a crazy whirlwind, kind of like maybe out of the body experience.
That's exactly what it is. I have terrible imposter syndrome, and I constantly am like looking at myself from an outside perspective. And so I don't even know like what to, not in a negative way. I just like I see myself from, I don't know. It's very strange, and it's definitely a new world and a new territory for me. But yeah, but I'm really really so grateful for this experience, and yeah, everybody here is so nice and so supportive, and it really feels like a family. Which I think is also why I have a hard time seeing like the fact that the show is out in the public, because we're so secluded here with just our little family, and it's such like a safe, comfortable environment, that all that other stuff is just so like, yeah, crazy to me. But yeah, the last couple of years have been insane. that was all of that.
I think it's been exactly 2 years when you guys started the first season of production or shooting.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Mhm. Oh my God, wait. Oh my God, you're so right. Literally today, 2 years ago, we started Valentine's Day 2019. Whoa. I didn't even know that. Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I guess it's also different for you guys because you guys get to be submerged fully into that scene, and then a few months go by and then everything is like completely launched, and then everyone's kind of like joined into the High School Musical world. What was that kind of like? Because I guess we already expected it to be big because High School Musical is High School Musical, but like to like see everyone's like first reactions and stuff to it, what was that sort of like?
Pretty spectacular, but also like not surprising in the best way possible. And one of my favorite things is that I get to kind of like sit on all these little secrets until the season comes out. And so I knew all the music and knew of everything that happened, and surrounded by like this cast is just like, my friends are so insanely talented. So being surrounded by them, like I just knew that the world was gonna love it. And there was no, of course there's, nervousness about, people not understanding the art that you're putting out there. But I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I've been sitting on season 2 music for over a year now. You got like,
Oh my God.
first. So it's pretty exciting that I get to kind of like, hold on to these really special songs, until they come out. But yeah, that's like the coolest part is knowing how, yeah, I'm rambling at this point. It's very exciting, and yeah, a very different experience for me.
On Instagram, we're seeing all like the phone call video chat things and everyone getting hyped.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You probably can't talk too much about it. But I don't know, what has been like your favorite part of being in season 2 this time around? Like, has anything changed from season 1?
Everything has changed, but nothing has changed, which I think is like the best, most vague way to put it. I really believe this season has really been taken to a whole other level. There's more music, more dancing. The way that it's shot is different. The way that it's written is different. Like, it's just really has been elevated. And it's so amazing to watch it kind of play out, because last season was so special. You think like, oh, there's no way that it can get better than this, and yet it has. And I'm so excited for everybody to see it.
For yourself, like having the musical theater background, how are you translating that into your character? Because I guess it's pretty similar in the way that you guys are both musical theater performers and everything. Ashlyn's very fiery and cool as well as yourself. So
oh my goodness, thank you. Yeah, no, it's been really cool. To play a theater kid on television is literally like a dream come true, that sentence alone. So yeah, it's really fun, and I definitely pull from high school theater experiences that I've had, in some circumstances in the show. And it's really cool getting to, I don't know, it's really cool getting to kind of see myself from that vulnerable side now that I'm older. Now that I'm 21, I get to kind of go back into the mindset that I had when I was 15 and a sophomore in high school theater, and kind of, I don't know, it's really special. Yeah, growing up as a theater kid and then getting to play one on TV is like literally nothing can get better than that.
I want to talk about Wondering, because wow, you performed that so flawlessly. It was so beautiful.
Thank you.
What was it like getting to find out that you had like your own solo piece? And I think you guys also performed it live on set as well.
We did, yeah. It was pretty crazy. I mean, I got cast in the show, and then we had a couple months where they were finishing up the casting process. And then we had a table read. Oh no, oh my God, I'm getting the timeline wrong. I got cast in the show, and then there were a couple months where they had to finish casting the show. And then from there, the very first things that I started to do was learn Wondering and record it. So I didn't know the script. I had barely met the rest of the cast. That was the very first thing that I jumped into. And it was so special getting to be like, the very first song that they recorded for the entire series ever was Wondering. And so that was like very special for me to kind of be a part of that first, I don't know, launch of the music for the series. And everyone was so supportive and loving. And that's when I met Olivia for the first time at the studio. And I had never recorded a song professionally before. So hearing my voice back in that context was pretty emotional too, because it was like, it was a really big dream come true. And I'm so grateful that it lives on and everybody loves it so much.
That's so crazy. I just feel like this is literally where you're meant to be. And I think that shows, because just like the love and everything you have for what you do is just, it's so inspiring for people who are also wanting to like pursue the arts as well, or whoever looks up to you as well. It's so inspiring.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I want to talk about your guys' D23 debut as well. When you guys,
oh my gosh,
that what?
Wow.
How? That was in 2019 as well. 2 years ago.
I know. You brought it up, and I was like, "Whoa!" A real blast from the past. Like that was so long ago.
What was that kind of like to see like the reactions, like literally live in the moment there, and doing that performance for the big Disney fans and everything?
It was really cool. And I remember that was the biggest stage I've ever performed on ever. There were thousands of people in the audience, which was so surreal. And I just remember the last chorus where we're doing like the classic "We're All in This Together" dance. In my brain, I was like lip syncing and performing and whatever. And in my brain, I was going, "Oh my God, is this really happening right now? This is happening. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." Like I was freaking out inside. And to have that as our like first debut as a show was huge. So that was a really exciting day. Very, very nerve-wracking, but so exciting.
Let's go back to like on set and stuff. You guys, you improv'd the high priestess part. Is that true?
Yeah, I did. Our amazing director, Kimberly McCullough, was just like, "Go crazy for this part." And I was like, "Okay." That was really fun that she gave me the freedom to play around with that part. I'm glad it made it in. It was really fun.
I think I saw you like hyping up Olivia, your co-star, for her release of Driver's License.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself ever in the future releasing your own music?
Oh, I do get asked this question a lot. It's a good question. Like I really do enjoy music. I would say right now it's definitely more of a hobby than like a main focus of mine, but I'm definitely not saying no to music in the future. Yeah, it's something that I just have fun with, and I don't know if I would be ready to do anything like, what Olivia's doing. But it's fun for me, maybe sometime in the future.
What are some of the top like artists on your Spotify? Like drop your Spotify.
Ooh, this is a really good question. Okay, so one of my all-time favorite singers ever. Okay, well, I'll start with my number one. My number one favorite singer since I've been like 7 is Sarah Bareilles. Like through and through, she is my idol. I love her. I saw her in concert and literally sobbed the entire time, like ugly cried, like hyperventilating, crying. I love her. Sarah Bareilles, also Aurora, is one of my favorite singers. She's got some really beautiful, ethereal, alternative sounds. Olivia recently introduced me to Baby Queen, who is a literal queen, obviously, like her name. She's fantastic. She does kind of like spoken word, cute, like bedroom pop, not bedroom pop, what am I saying? Teen pop, fun music. I don't know. I love her. Also, I'm pretty sure that Olivia Rodrigo is going to be on my Spotify Wrapped for 2021. I'm already predicting, so her too. Yeah. I do love a good like female female artist.
Were you obsessed with Waitress as well? Because Sarah Bareilles did that musical.
Yes, I love Waitress, and I saw it and cried so hard. I mean, I clearly I cry at everything, but that, yes, Waitress is so beautiful.
I feel the exact same. Don't worry.
Yep.
I think I heard in a previous interview as well, you said Ashlyn was inspired, like your character is really reflective of Sarah Bareilles, or were you were inspired? There's some like
yeah.
there.
Yeah, the songwriting aspect of Ashlyn is very comparable to that of Sarah Bareilles. I remember when I was going through the audition process, Tim Federle, our creator, showrunner, executive producer, best human ever, when he was kind of helping me find Ashlyn's voice, because I come from a very, I've really learned how to kind of sing more in a pop world in the last couple of years. The show has really helped me, but before that I was very loud, big Broadway, which is wonderful, and I, still love to be that way, but this show has really taught me a softer side of myself. And so while Tim was helping me figure out kind of who Ashlyn was as a singer, we turned to Sarah Bareilles as inspiration, and so I ended up singing a Sarah Bareilles song as one of my audition songs for him. And and she's also a big inspiration for Ashlyn as a character, which I think is really cool and possibly was explored more because of my love for Sarah Bareilles. I don't quote me on that, but I do reference Sarah Bareilles in one of the episodes in season 1 as one of Ashlyn's idols, which I think is really cool. So she's just an idol from like all fronts for me and Ashlyn, which I think is really cool.
That probably is easy to portray in the character then, because it's just genuine.
No, you literally, yes. If Ashlyn ever had to go to a Sarah Bareilles concert, it would just be Julia crying. We already know. So
just pitch it for the next season.
Yeah, perfect. Tim, if you're watching.
I want to talk about your fashion inspiration as well. Like, you are a fashion queen, you're a fashion icon.
Oh, thank you so much.
Where are you drawing your inspiration from? When did you get into fashion?
Ooh. That is so kind. Thank you. I have always loved fashion ever since I was a kid. I've always experimented with different styles, and I've always been just really into kind of, I don't know, just being out there with my clothes. It's one of my favorite ways of expressing myself. So except that this year I've literally not worn anything except sweatpants. So my fashion game has plummeted just slightly because of 2020. But hopefully 2021 I'll be able to put cute outfits on again.
Yes. Oh man, because you're really like waist up and you don't even have to worry.
I'm fully wearing sweatpants right now.
Okay, me too. Don't even worry. Don't even worry. You are obsessed with Trader Joe's as well as pretty much the rest of the world. What are the top 3 things that you would like find that you could just grab off the shelf? What are the top 3 things?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I first have to give a disclaimer that though I am a big Trader Joe's fan, no one's as big of a fan of Trader Joe's as my sister Lily. So I just have to put that out there. She is truly the Trader Joe's queen. But my favorite snacks are, of course, the Trader Joe's brand Takis. Those are exquisite. The frozen Indian food meals, immaculate, obsessed. What else do I like? They have really good like dips. I love dipping, veggies and chips dip. Oh my God, the list goes on. The mochi ice cream. Okay, I need to stop because I'm just gonna keep snowballing.
We're just gonna go to Trader Joe's after this.
No, please, let's go.
Oh man,
obsessed.
For the hangout as well, we always want to share how music sort of impacts people in different ways. How do you think you've personally been impacted through this art form?
Wow, it's changed my life. I think music heals in more ways than I can even express, more ways than I've even experienced myself. And I think music is the foundation for everything, for love and happiness and expression and feelings and positivity and negativity and just everything. It's the foundation for life. And I'm so grateful that this show incorporates music as well. It's really been a dream come true, and I'm so grateful that I get to be a part of music that has helped, heal people or make people happy, and which I never thought I would do. I don't look at myself as someone who's a musician who's going to release music. So this experience, has given me the opportunity to do that, and it's really, really amazing and really special.
What are 3 songs that have gotten you through like the best or the worst times?
Oh, wow. Through the Eyes of a Child by Aurora is a beautiful song. It has a beautiful message about looking clearly from the title, looking at the world through the eyes of a child and remembering innocence and happiness. And I remember just like sobbing along to that song when I was like a junior in high school, and just like feeling all the feelings. Yeah, that's the first one that comes to my mind.
I feel like we went everywhere, and
we did. I tend to ramble, so thank you for steering me in the good direction.
No worries. If you weren't doing what you're doing right now, where do you think you would be?
Oh, wow.
That's a possibility.
My goodness. Oh man, I don't know. If I wasn't performing at all, or this show specifically.
Let's just do the show. It makes it a little bit easier.
Sure. Yeah. That definitely makes it easier, because I'm like, oh God, I have no idea. I definitely, I don't know. I think if I hadn't gotten so serious about television in high school, I would have followed my first instinct that I had as a kid, which was to go to musical theater school on the East Coast and be a musical theater major and audition for shows and kind of do that kind of route, less television, I guess. So I think I would technically be a senior in college right now if I wasn't doing this. So that's kind of crazy to think about, but yeah, I think that's where my life would be. I'd be getting a BFA right now, which was always my first dream. So yeah, I don't know. That would be really exciting to maybe one day go to school for that. But yeah.
That's so cool. Oh man,
yeah.
You're just so great to talk to. I love your personality. So it's just
thank you. Thanks. I so appreciate
talking to you. I can't wait for season 2.
Thank you.
I feel like we should reconnect once everything is dropped and all the secrets are out. Because
oh my God, absolutely. Then I can spill. Yes, I would love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, thank you so much for chatting. That was Julia Lester on the Hangout. Thanks for listening.